Hey everyone, William Craddock, WillToWinGaming. Today I'm bringing you some Blue Croc gameplay from OP-03. First, I'm going to show you it's mail day. We're excited. We finally got it from Magna Carta. Nothing exciting, or nothing terribly exciting, 161, but now I can finally build my Luffy deck. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to go over some of the newer cards on the Croc deck. There's nothing too fancy about this list, but it's got some interesting tech choices. So we're going to go over the OP-03 stuff. We got the Kayas. This is mainly a 2K in my opinion. That's about it. It doesn't do anything besides be a 2K counter. During the late game, you might play it, filter your hand a little bit, maybe find a 9-cost Mihawk. But most of the time, 2K counter. We've got the Soga King, one of the newer cards. I'm not entirely sure about this card yet. It's kind of a flex slot in the deck. You can play the starter deck Don Quixote. The only problem is he doesn't have counter. And this also has the added ability of letting you draw 2 cards and discarding 2 cards and maybe find something you need. The downside being is he's only 7 for a 6K, which is a huge downgrade. It puts him in like jet pistol range and you're having to attach a Don to make an efficient attack. The other OP-03 cards we have is 3000 Worlds. This is kind of exactly what blue needed. It's got a relevant trigger against most decks, and it's an event that takes out things like 4-drop blocker Marco, 5-drop destroy 3K Marco, so it's just an overall strong card. You can see we're running the Centimaro package here with the 5 Pacifistas. We have the 4 vanilla Pacifistas and the 1 blocker Pacifista. You don't want to play more than one because he doesn't have counter, but he is also in there. It's a really good card. Here's Bart Kuma. He's synergies with the Pacifistas, but you only play 2 because you don't draw Pacifista. He's kind of like a 4 for 5K blocker vanilla, which is just not a really good return on stats. Everything else is pretty stock. You'll notice they're from other, OP-02, Alvida, Mihawk, Don Quixote, Doflamingo, Boa, of course. This is a little special. The vanilla Mihawk is in for curve considerations. Given if you are playing this deck and you go second, which I think most of you want to go first, this lets you smooth out your draw a little bit by playing vanilla 6K into an 8K. And then you're kind of like a Whitebeard with the tempo ability instead of a defensive ability. So this is the only thing that's really kind of a special consideration, and he's in there for a very specific reason, and it's that he helps smooth your curve. So let's get into it. Let's find some games. You might play red. I want to play against some newer decks, so this is perfect. Assuming it's OP-03, not a newer deck, but yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and keep this because we have the Alvida. Alvida can be good against Zoro to help clear the board early. Centimaro is not really great in this matchup, but just because it dies to the Marco. Oh, I guess it doesn't die to the Marco. Centimaro is great. It goes against free cards. Card's busted. Ignore me. I thought he was a 3K. He's a 4K? Perfect. Oh, we drew Pacifista. Not exactly what we wanted, but we're going to play Alvida here in case he tries to go aggressive attack with this. This gives us an extra attacker. If he plays like the Makino, it lets us clean up the Nami and the Makino by playing the Alvida. We're going to go ahead and take this 5 here. Drew a 2K, so that's good. I really want a 3000 Worlds in case he plays the Marco on curve to kill our Alvida. It's got a Zoro. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and take this attack also. So we drew a blocker. I'm going to go ahead and attack for 6 on the Zoro. No, I'm going to go ahead and attack for 5 on the Zoro. I'm going to play this Pacifista. I guess I should have seen when he got off his Nami. I didn't think about it. Attacking Zoro. Use a 2K. So he took 2 quick hits. So now we're going to probably play a little more defensively. If he does have the Marco, though, we do have the 2 Soga Kings. We can kind of tempo them back to his hand. And if he plays it, he's only coming in for 1Ks, which will probably defend at least one of them. So I think next turn we're going to play Centimaro and start Pacifista chaining. So he has Curly. Didn't have the Marco, which is good. But he is going to fill up his board, which is bad. We do have... We can start gumming it up here pretty easily. Because we got to split Centauro into the Don Quixote. So we can put out as much as he's putting out. It's just, can we keep from dying? That's the real question. So this is just a 2K in his deck. I guess you can fish it out for it with Izu. Because, like, yeah. So that's good synergy. So he's playing something that costs 2. I don't think I want to take this for free. Honestly, don't want to take this either. I think I'm going to go ahead and give him the blocker. No, this isn't good right now because he didn't play the Marco on curve. See, if these were the starter ones, we'd be getting murked. So I can play these two, or I can play this and fish out another 6K. Kind of a... I'm definitely going to take this out. He didn't do anything. So is he leaving up... He's leaving up event counters? That's interesting. I'm also probably going to play the Mihawk now. Oh, okay, I see. In light of him doing that, I'm probably going to play this. And then get a Pacifista. So I know I have no Pacifistas in my life because of it showed me. So he has no cards, right? So now it just comes down to me cleaning up his board without taking too much damage. So I will be able to just clean out his board. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or but about it. He has no cards. I'm going to clean up his board if he attacks with everything. If he comes after this for 6, I'll protect it for sure. Oh, well, I'm not going to protect it. He has no Thomas. That's so aggressive. He has no cards. I guess this is what Zoro does, though. They just come at you. Yeah, I'm not going to protect that. Because I'm generating advantage with this. Like, I'm not... I will probably need to stay on 1 life. I don't know if... I don't think they're still playing the Luffy, given... I think I'm going to protect this one. I'm going to protect the easy hits while I can. I think I'll take this one. So now we're going to have like a really defensive hand. As long as we can survive the onslaught, we're going to be okay. So I can clean up this, yeah. Interesting. Played a buggy. So he has a guard point. We know he has a guard point. I think I'm going to defend this. That was good. Because now we can play these two and leave up a beam. Or we can... No, I'm going to do this and leave 5 here for sure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but I'm gonna play one of these. I'm gonna have this. Leave up my beam. Make sure you do this first because you have the Don Quixote. It's gonna mess through your deck. So now everything's just dead. I mean, he has no cards, right? So now I'm just free rolling my attacks. I think I'm going to go get a blocker here. So I have another one of these, plus... So I'm going to put these on top. I'm going to put the 2K on top, and I'm going to draw the second beam, and I'm going to shuffle away the rest and get that Pacifista. So this, and then this, and the 2K on top. That way I'll draw it with my beam on his turn. It's like, obviously, if he just rips like a Newgate, good for him, but like he might try to come after my Centaur, which I wouldn't blame him. But honestly, I'd still probably protect it. Like, I'm on 2 life. He has 5 life, but he has no cards. He has 2 real threats, and then, of course, his leader. This is fine, but it takes him a huge commitment. Like, I'd still have to attack it down, but it's a huge commitment to get that out. One thing that's a little different from the sim, then that's... I better make sure I'm recording. Okay. One thing that's a little different from the sim is that in paper, I can take this and I can go look through my deck and I can see if I have any 3000 worlds in my deck. Whereas right now I can't, of course, because I only get to see my pacifistas. So it's interesting. Like, it's a little different playing it right now than it's a little different, right? Playing on the sim than in paper. So I will actually, I'm going to defend this. Because in paper, I could know or vaguely know what's in my life as soon as I activate my Centaur, as long as I do it within a time, a pretty reasonable time fashion, which can be hard, don't get me wrong. If I can make him swing his Otama, like, I will just clean up his board and then Mihawk the last thing. And then you have nothing. And I'd still have a blocker. I also just want to protect this. So it's kind of I want to protect this because I know when I'm drawing, I can play this, I can use this, and I can leave out my love beams. Like, this is Zoro. This is typically how Zoro matches play out. It just kind of... He was really aggressive with his Otamas. I don't play a ton of Zoro. I don't know if you should be. I'll let it go this time. I'll let this go. I'm going to protect my Centaur. I'll let my Pacifista go. Like I said, he has no cards. Like, I know every attack's going to crunch his board. I just want to make sure he attacks. Like, yeah, see, I want him to attack. I'll give you a 2K for that one. Like I said, I'm protecting this one. This one can die. Honestly, I'm probably just going to block at this point. This is interesting. It's like, I don't want to attack his life, right? I just absolutely don't want to ever attack his life. You can't defend that. Oh, it's a slash. Oh, I'm stupid. Ugh. We're just going to ignore that. Is that a slash too? No, it's a special. I thought it was a special. I switched these. Well, no, this was part of the plan. We want him to load up Dawn onto this. It's part of the plan, boys. This is part of the plan. All right, we're just gonna ignore that happened. So I have one more Pacifista left. I don't want to draw that Pacifista, but there are 2 Boas on top, which is really good. So I can play my Boas, put Dawn in them. This is fine. You're going on bottom. Now the question is, when will I need the 2K versus this? I think I'm gonna do it like this, just in case. And honestly, I could bounce this to keep protected. No, that's fine. So he has an extra guy in play. I wasn't going to attack his life this turn, but I would have cleaned up that Otama for sure. That was my fault. My bad. Stupid slash. I was like, oh, special. Oops, nope, I can't read. He's even got an axe. Yep, y'all can roast me in the comments. It's fine. I deserve it. If I win this game, you should still roast me because I deserve it. Because reading is a big part of card games. This is all planned. I want him to load up Dawn on this stupid ass thing. I'm gonna protect it. Like, I'll draw cards. Yeah, I have zero problems drawing cards. This is good though. So I think I'm gonna play both my bows next turn. No, let's go ahead and block this. If you play Zoro, it's whatever. I'll clean up his board again. All right, so now I clean up his board. Play our boas. Attach one on each of them. And we're Gucci. I'll probably block to get a card just to... Maybe not. Maybe I just take it. Just so I don't die to something random. If I stay on 2 life, I'm so safe, right? Like, it might... There might be... I could maybe draw an extra card off this, but it's just so safe to block. And this tells me he doesn't have anything. So he bricked. So, I mean, or he drew like an event. Which the new Zoros are playing a ton of events, so. So I'm going to put 2 here. I don't actually know if they still play Jet Pistol, but we're going to play around it anyway. So, let's do this. That's so good. Now he gets all these cards in his hand, but we don't care because we have control of the game at this point. Even with that little stumble, we're not going to talk about. I'm going to stop mentioning it. This is the first, it's like, what, turn like 9? This is the first time I've hit him. But that's fine. I mean, sometimes you got to play control. I feel Croc is more of a tempo deck, but sometimes you got to play control. And say, even though he was on 5 life, now he's going down to 2. I've got a pretty defensive hand. I'm going to play a blocker. When it dies, I'm going to get a 6k, and I have a 2k left, plus my boa. Might draw me an extra card, or I just leave it back as a blocker. Even if he plays a new gate here, we have 7, 7, 7, 7 again, plus a blocker. So it's not the end of the world. I don't know, like, what he could really... I guess the best thing for him, he could refill his board, just like Nami and Curly and stuff like that. Like, he could theoretically refill his board and have 1 or 2 events left to keep himself from dying. So he's not really out of it. See, you got Buggy. I mean, that is the strength of this Zoro deck, obviously. You can just refill his entire board and still have 2 or 3 cards in hand to defend with. Maybe they don't play Jet Pistol anymore. Maybe they just don't play it. He has to have a bunch of events in his hand. Aggro. I drew another boa, so I'm going to go ahead and... I will put this on bottom, by the way. So let's do this first. That's good. We drew a 2k. That probably puts out a reach for him. So I'm going to do 6, 6, 7, and then... No, maybe just 6, 6, 6, boa, whirls, and then attach a Dawn to boa. Yeah, that's probably fine. Like, even though you have 4, now he's just, drained of his resources because he's forced to do this. Like, I think the new Zoro deck is stronger, but it's also weaker at the same time because you're like a more defensive Zoro. So now if you don't draw the right half of your deck, you just get crunched. And I'll just put this on bottom so it's not a threat. These bows are really clutch. Like, you just play this attrition war where you're both discarding really low, and then all of a sudden you have these 2 boas. Like I said, I don't remember if they play Jet. Maybe they don't play Jet Pistol anymore. So I've played a few Zoros using the Rob Lucci deck, and I just don't remember seeing Jet Pistol. The thing is, Lucci doesn't have a lot of targets for Jet Pistol, so it's kind of... I don't remember if they play it or not. Yeah, same thing. I'll just block here. Because as long as I just stay on 2 life, there's just no way he's ever going to kill me. Like, I don't need to just kill him. Like, because there's no way he's killing me. And now we just go attack, 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 attack. No, I'm not going to bad manners. Don't do that. Just play the Mihawk. Alright, let's go do one more. That was a really good game. I hope we get another good game like that. That just kind of shows the back and forth you have. Like, I was low. I was on 2 life. He was on 5, right? But he had no cards. I just, at a certain point, I could use my Sentomaro to generate card advantage and turn a corner. And after that, I had my boas off the top, which was, I think I drew 4 extra cards off my boas. So that's me. That was my... Ooh, Law. Interesting. I do like OP-03 Law. This is probably a tough matchup, too. So let's see. He's going first. So he's going first. So I have that. Have that. Let's see. I think we can do better. Yeah, because now that's a little better. We don't have the Alvita, but that's better. Like, I want Alvita, but he has a Rush Zoro. That's fine. I would have liked one of these out of life to get rid of that, but that's okay too. Well, he's got a good draw. So I know he has a Brook, so at least has a 2K. Brook. I think I'm going to take this. Just trying to hit one of these out of life. Crazy. This is the nutter butters when you go first. That's why this deck's still good. And that is the opposite of what I want to see. Oh, we've got kind of a choice to make. Do I just want to get rid of that? I'm just going to attack him, see what he does. I might just play my beater Mihawk here. I don't think I have time to just do this here. I think I gotta put some threats out there. This was crazy. It's a good opener. I mean, I don't have a ton of 2Ks, so this is gonna be a tough game. I think I have to just use one of these here. I can't give him too many of those free chip shots. This one I'll take. Jet Pistol? Y'all are still playing Jet Pistol? Strange. Okay. You have another law? That'd be the absolute stones. Whoa! What? They play this? Oh, maybe I wanted that. Oh, this is the stones from him. So what do we do? Get rid of Nami. Get rid of this. Play a Boa. Debating whether or not I want to bounce this. I think I almost have to. Yikes. That was rough. I mean, his draw is Nutter Butters. Like, just the... Otama Pistol. I mean, this is what Law does, though, right? It's not like... It's not like this is new, right? This is just kind of what Law does in general. He went... I think he has also experience against this because he went first. Most time, they don't go first. Man, need that 3,000 worlds just to get rid of that. This was not. Oh, yeah. I feel like. Yeah, I feel like we're dead. He's just. I think we are Mick crushed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're super dead. Well, let's do this. And then die. Get out of here. He probably defends it. Good game. Alright, well, we got crushed that second game. So I'm going to try to play another one. Oh, that Law player crushed us. Oh my god. That's what Law does, right? That's just... Okay, this is what we want. I want to play against yellow. Shake it off. Alright, we'll keep this. We don't have the top end we want, but we have our early game. Oh, golly, that Law crushed us. We're just going to ignore that. Y'all can just skip that Law matchup where we got smushed. Because that was brutal. Brutal, brutal. Alright, we're going to attack and hope he doesn't hit a Prospero or a Cracker. Uh-oh, I think he hit one. Did he? Yeah, because he's got a trigger, right? That's what, like... Oh, it's a different one. Smoothie. So... You can draw extra cards to make it bigger. So 5, 5... So we're probably on board cleaning duty. We're going to look for a Soger King now. Because you can actually drop fairly low if you have a lot of blockers. I think he's debating whether or not he wants to go like 7-7. I think we'd rather him do that than go 5-5 and play something else. I would really like a Love Love Mellow, so I can attack with this fairly safely. Okay. I mean, this is ideal for us. Do I want to pitch this? No, I think I'm just going to take it. I would have pitched one of those if I'd known. That's okay. We can still draw a Bart. So you can still play a Prospero here too. That's good. That's one of the things we wanted here. Well, that's bad. I think I'm going to go get the vanilla still. I guess I can attack this for 7 at this point. I might just let this die, honestly, because we don't have... All we have left is the blocker Pacifista. And I'm going to play this next turn. I already let it go. Interesting. Okay. Well, I thought he might protect that there. But oh my goodness. Come on, my dude. Can't just be hitting these left and right. What'd he discard? Have I seen this card? Less life KO when your opponent's carries cost for less. Well, that seems like a good card. But you're crunching my life, so I'm you have more life than me. I think I'll let this go because I will be playing this next turn. I'm gonna be digging for a Mihawk. Charlotte Smoothie. Excuse me. I don't know what that does. Is that the one he played over here? Charlotte Smoothie. Actually, I think I'm gonna give him a 2K there. Alright, now I'll let it go. I want to take one, but not two. Because this hit, I'm definitely not defending. Okay. So he's going to try to play the late game with me. He wants to start chaining those moms. So the next turn, I'm probably going to be playing a Mihawk if I draw it. But he wants to start chaining big moms. That's his goal here. Okay, so he has a 1K in his hand. Turn that to your hand. I know I don't want one of these. Do I want 2 beams? I might want 2 beams. I'll probably play 2 Pacifista instead of this next turn, so let's do it like that. I would more likely play 2 of these than playing the 8K. I'll get rid of one of my blockers then. Is he playing the 8 drop? Yeah. Okay. So now he might start chaining big moms. Ugh, just freaking gross. I wasn't going to attack with that, but it's still gross. He starts chaining those, it's really bad for us. Do I want these? I don't know what I'm looking for, but it's not those. Okay, well, he didn't play his big mom, so that's good for us. Now we have like a clear line of play to win. Because we were playing around him having 10 drop big moms. That was the... And we got a 2K, that's good. You're late to the party. So he's leaving up the 10K counter. This is a tough turn. I think I'm going to play Soga King for sure. So I can leave up a beam. Or I could play 2 Pacifistas, attack him aggressively. I'm going to start with a 5 and see what he does. I just want to see how he reacts to this, see what he gets out of his life. I just want to see what happens when I attack for 5 here. Okay. Now I think he'll use the plus 5K counter here, is my guess. Okay, he just took it. This guy is... I'll return this one to his hand. I don't want you... I don't think I have time for you. Now, do I want to bounce this is the question. I don't think so. I don't think I want to bounce that just yet. It can be an extra big attacker, but I think we have so much defense, we don't have to worry about it. So I know he's not healing with Mom, which is good. So 8. And I can do 8 again or 9, and I can still love beam. So I think we're okay. I think we're okay here, even though he's kind of he's hit like 4 of those. We're gonna do 8 again. You for sure. Now the question is, I think I might need my blocker more than this, so we're gonna go 8 again. That was good for us. Okay. So that was a good turn for us. Like 100%. We knew he had this. I can for sure clean up his board. Like, now this is easy. Right. 3,000 worlds, blocker, leave up beam, bounce something. I can just attack him. Like, I'm attack him, clean up his board. No problem. He'll have 2 attackers. We'll have a beam up plus 2 2Ks, so there's no way he'd kill us. This feels like redemption. Golly, this guy just... Guy out of life, guy out of life, guy out of life. But that's the power of this deck, right? You just hit stuff out of your life. It's crazy. You just get free tempo plays. He used that. So he probably has a handful of those, would be my guess. I don't know if they play the 7-drop Big Mom, because they're playing all the trigger guys. So I'm going to put this on bottom. Play my blocker. Put this in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. Alright. So now we know he has 1 non-counter in his hand for sure. And after we draw our last life, we can block an attack for 14. So I want to try to get out of this turn without using my blocker. That'd be ideal. Man, I was thinking about while he's thinking, I was like, oh, we got crushed by that law player. That was brutal. Okay, so let's think about this attack here. If we take this and he plays Thunderblade using 2 Dawn, he can attack for 12, which doesn't kill us. I think, right? So Thunderblade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. Yeah, I'll take this. Oh, it's 13. Oh, yeah, it could have been 13. I didn't think about that because his ability. Well. Aha, 10. Yep, okay. Good game. I need to end my video. Alright guys, we're going to play a rematch. I'm going to play it off camera because this video is getting pretty long, but appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoy the deck. I think Croc will be a strong contender. There's some matchups like the Law where he squished me, but maybe we can figure it out. Share with your friends, like, subscribe. Don't forget to check out our Patreon. We will be doing boxes of OP-03 giveaway on our YouTube, but then we're going to do additional giveaways on our Patreon. So if you want to pay the $5 a month to basically a lottery ticket, feel free. But yeah, that's Croc. I hope you enjoyed it. Check y'all next time. Turn this off.